Ibrahim, Sudan was part of the great British Empire.
Right.
An empire where the sun never set. And yet, history tells us that back in 1960, a British Prime Minister, Harold Macmillan, addressed the South African Parliament in Cape Town and talked about the inevitability of the political wind of change. Mm-hmm. Are we pretty much perhaps seeing this? Because the wind of change actually began immediately after Kwame Nkrumah, the Osajefo,
yes,
helped the then Gold Coast to regain its political independence from the British and to become Ghana on March 6, 1957.
Exactly.
And when he received the instruments of independence, he challenged the Ghanaian people by saying that the independence of Ghana would be meaningless unless it would be linked with the total liberation of the African continent. And he did not simply talk the talk, by the way. He basically walked the talk by providing the necessary tools.
Right.
And at the end of the day, at least in terms of colonialism, 1994, when South Africa became, an independent country led by the first African president, the Madiba, Nelson Mandela,
Madiba, yes.
That chapter was closed.
Yes.
Is it possible that we may very well be at the beginning of something of that magnitude?
Exactly. I mean, right now, the Sudanese people, I think, and this is something, we've learned in Sudan, but it should be across the continent of Africa, that the people hold all possibilities. They're the one who can make the change if they believe in it. They don't have to wait for any outside help or look for aspiration other than themselves. Now, this was a long time coming for us, to believe in ourselves, to understand, that we have all the possibilities. We hold the keys, to our own faith. And we can do whatever we want, with our country. And this is what draws our inspiration. We start to believe in ourselves. We start to understand that change can happen. It's not easy. It didn't come easy, but the wind of change definitely might, I don't want to say, it's starting from this revolution in Sudan. There are many cases happening across the continent of Africa.
You have changes, of course, in neighboring Ethiopia. Could
Yes.
that also have, in a way, influenced perhaps the manner in which the Sudanese people reacted?
I don't want to say, we reacted. We probably be reacted so late, but I think the change that we are seeing the fruits of right now happened way back, in the 90s probably, when generation after generation handed the baton to the next generation. And until now, the struggle continued. We see the fruit now, but we planted the seed a long time ago. And for social justice, social change to happen, it does take time. I do agree with Ambassador Sati that this revolution got into every house, every gender, all genders, and ages. So for that to happen, it actually took a lot of time, and effort for the people, to raise to that occasion. And I think, the last thing, the best results, or in my opinion, the best result of this revolution, that it raised the bar so high for the people. Now, you cannot, whether it's a military ruler or civilian council that comes next, the people expect better. So this is a great thing.